I was born in 1935, and Mom and Dad spent their honeymoon down here. So the big house, the main house, was built in 1934. And in existence at that time was the garage, and this house here we call Trimble's house. Because the guy that lived in this house, Mr. Trimble, built our house. And his worker lived in the garage. Then the guy in the garage died, so Grandma bought that up. And Mr. Trimble died, so Grandma bought that up. And she had this plot of land left, so she built this little porch house over here.
Take a look at that
little
porch
house over here.
Oh, this little one right here.
Yep.
So how much land do you have altogether now?
Well, then she bought this plot of land out here, which is 30 by 100, and she built these 3 houses back here. So I imagine they were built in the 40s.
And she built them with the idea that they would be rental income?
She rented them weekly, and she rented them for $45 a week.
Are they all one bedroom?
All one bedroom. This one here is 2 bedrooms, the longer one. This one originally stopped here, in the end of here, and then Grandma put an extension on for another bedroom. And when was that? I don't know, probably the 40s again.
Right. So these houses have seen quite a few storms.
Yeah.
They've seen a lot of storms.
Yeah, some bad ones too.
They've seen, I know it, at least this one was here in the 44 hurricane. Probably these maybe.
Are you pointing at your brother when you say he was here in the 44 hurricane?
No, that porch house.
That was here.
Now it's funny because they're not very well anchored or anything else, but they withstood every hurricane. Nobody can seem to understand that.
So I'm just seeing some cinder block down there, but what is your...
That's it, they're just sitting on
They're sitting on cinder block.
Cinder blocks with a little foundation, like you can see over here.
Oh yeah.
Cinder block sitting on a small foundation.
How about that?
A small footer.
And so when I ride my bike by, I'm a little jealous because it always looks as if there's a little gathering on the picnic tables and people know each other and having a good old time.
Happy hour out here.
Happy hour?
In the
What time's happy hour? I'll be back.
5:30.
Yeah, 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Last night we played Trivial Pursuit out here.
Really?
Yeah.
How fun. And it's just informal. Anybody who's here knows to come out and...
Yeah, they all come out and one yells into the other house, happy hour, you know, so we all come out.
It's one big family here. It's one big family. They have a table on the porch and a bench chair on the side. And they were martini drinkers, so we'd all be in there at night, sitting on the porch having martinis.
Did you ever have anybody you couldn't get along with or you didn't get along with? Sounds like you've had great times.
No, I guess
There was one, but we don't want to talk about that.
Good thinking. Okay.
yeah, because, well, someone's still here
Oh, okay.
that
Well, that's a pretty good track record for that many years and this many people.
yes, sir.
That's great.
Spend the summer down here.
You wish every kid could...
Spend the summer down here. Spend the
And
summer.
then when we were kids, we had the whole beach to ourselves too, you know. And there was only like 1 lifeguard or 2 lifeguards on the beach, you know. I mean, you could do anything, go down there. You could play baseball. We used to go down there and play baseball.
On the beach.
On the beach, yeah.
Wow.
Play anything down there. We had the whole beach to ourselves.
And the sand dunes, they were wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew Johnny Trainer?
No, Mom did. She took lessons from him. That's how she learned to swim. I didn't know the man, but Mom always would talk about him.
Was your father living at the time? Did he live there? too?
Dad lived to be 92 also.
Yeah.
So you have good genes.
Yeah.
Well, Dad,
Dad
his
was
mind went. They think he had a stroke, but they couldn't find any evidence of it. MRIs or any of that stuff or CAT scans, but he sort of went lost his mind. So he went into a home, and we would visit him, and he would say, "Oh, my brother Fritz is here."
Aw,
that was me.
That was you.
That was me. Brother Fritz, how you doing? And Mom, we took care of Mom at home. She was always had a great mind.
Was she a good cook?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Mom was
she's
a great cook. Yeah, Mom would always she'd cook and she'd sit and knit at the end with a cat on her lap.
Was she German also?
No, she was born here.
And what were your parents' names?
My mother's name was Gertrude Miller. So she got married, and she became Mrs. Schwind. And my father's name was Kurt Schwind. Now, there's a difference. A lot of people like to call me Kurt, and the family always called me Kurt, because my father came from Germany, and in Germany, K-U-R-T is pronounced Kurt.
And he came from Germany.
He came from Germany. So around the house, I was always Kurt. All the relatives, I was always Kurt. And all the friends were on the street, I was always Kurt. In work, I was Kurt, because you couldn't get through to 150 people that your name was Kurt.
And where did you work?
I worked at a number of places. I started out after the Navy at Philco Ford. Philco, and then it became Philco Ford. And then after 13 years, I was laid off, and I went to OCR Systems, and they went bankrupt. And then went to another optical scanning corporation, and they were taken over by another company. Then I went to Honeywell for the last 18 years.
So it sounds like you were some sort of an engineer or a
Yes, I was.
technical?
Electrical engineer.
Electrical engineer. Okay. Do you do his hair?
Yeah, what little he's got.
He does. Take a look.
It's the easiest cut I can do.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
He did that about a week ago.
You know, there used to be a beauty parlor on Tecumseh House.
There used to be?
Catty Corner, yeah.
How many years ago was that? I don't remember that.
No, it was quite a while ago. It was in the back of the house.
Before our time? Or?
No,
No?
I'll
Really?
have to find out.
No.
Yeah, there were a couple of kitchens. There were a couple of kitchens in there because they had different things going on in the house.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess we weren't interested in those days.
You didn't need a barber. You had one.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Oh, for the summertime, Mom would say, "What kind of haircut do you have?" And I said, "Shave it all off,
yeah.
Mom."
Used to get our heads shaved because we would get ticks down here too, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Easy to find the ticks. That
Easy
way.
to find the ticks, yeah.
But it was a mistake because nowadays I had a melanoma on my head, I had one on my leg.
You get the sun.
Got the sun. I got too much sun as a kid.
Yeah.
But like I say, we were out from 8 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
Actually, 5. We'd come home for dinner.
I've talked to a lot of people your age who say the same thing, that they wouldn't trade it for anything. They're dealing with getting things cut off or frozen or whatever because they spent so many years all day outside.
They were the best years of my life when we were kids, I'll tell you, I think. Yeah. Never a dull moment, all day long. From the minute you got up till you went to bed.
Me and Iggy, there was a kid over here called Iggy, and he was a friend. We'd take this wagon down the beach and we'd load it up with surf clams. And then we'd take them over to the bait dealer and sell them to him. And I could still see Iggy walking up the street.
Yeah.
Get your clams here.
I can
Get
still hear
your
them.
clams.
Clams. Get your clams.
Ignatius Procedure was his name. Ignatius
Tenacious.
Procedure.
Now, that guy's made the big money. I used to find the Coke bottles. Used to get 2 cents back on a bottle. You know, that's how I made my money.
We all did that. Yeah.
So, do you feel the kids today kind of miss out on that? Do you see? Do you think that kids
Down
experience
here,
the bay the way you guys did? Or?
I just don't think it's the same.
Not really. It's not the same. You can't go over and jump in the mud and push your boat out and go out for the day and row and not have a motor. And it was just more back to nature, I guess.
Was the current as strong then as it is now, do you think?
Yes, it was.
Was it?
It was.
Seems
Well,
to
when we
run
ro-
really fast.
When we rode, we had two people, Jimmy Sign and I. We each have an oar, and we'd go out at high tide. And when we went fishing, Dad would take us fishing before we got our first outboard motor, and we would go out the incoming tide, and we'd drift all the way up, and then we'd wait for the outgoing tide, and we'd drift all the way back, and then he'd just row here and there and row us in.
So how did your dad know about water and learn to?
Learn to swim and all that.
Yeah, and
I guess he learned down here. I guess he learned.
Yeah.
Same as he learned English. I guess he came when he was probably about 19.
oh,
Couldn't speak a word of English, but married an American girl and became American.
yeah.
He never went back to Germany.
Really didn't go back to visit or
Never went back to visit.
family?
But he used to send packages over all the time. You know?
That was
Food
after the
packages
war,
and
food
stuff.
packages.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember when I was a kid and packing them up all the time.
I used to like coffee and cigarettes.
Oh, that's what they like to send?
Yeah, I think you had to hide the cigarettes like in the coffee or something, or else somebody might steal.
Somebody
it.
would find them.
Somebody would find it. Yeah.
All right, well, I thank you too for this nice walk down memory lane. Sorry about the flies.
Yeah, man, they're brutal out here. Them black flies.
Water in those houses, but this shower is hot water, and it didn't close. Everyone goes in there.
Oh,
You can walk up if you want.
well, this works fine. So how many people, you have 5 houses,
Roughly 2 people per house, 10 people.
A couple people rented the top of the garage too.
oh, you can rent up there too? What's
Yeah.
up there, just a,
Just a bedroom and a
You want to see
or a
it? See
little
it?
kitchen.
It's kind of, it's tough to get up the steps and everything.
well, if their things are still in there too.
Yeah.
So is this attached to your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where we used to take a shower when we were kids. Right here. That would be it.
That was before permits and
We didn't take many showers. We swam in the bay and the
washed
ocean.
off in the bay.
And we got all wrinkled up, and that was our bath for the day.
So this is over top of the garage.
I think the worker that worked for Mr. Trumbull to build our house lived up there.
Nice.
So that's old.
And then this is a 1-bedroom also?
One bedroom.
Yeah, they're all one bedroom.
Well, no,
Just this one.
this one's 2 bedrooms.
This one is 2 bedrooms.
This one's 2 bedrooms. Kitchen, they all have a little bath. I mean, they all have a little bathroom,
Right. And a little kitchen.
little kitchen. But on Saturday, the kitchen is out here. We have two barbecue. So we have ample barbecue stuff.
So the longest person right now to have been here is, you said 15 years?
I guess at least 15. Yeah. That would be at least 18.
Probably about 15 years.
Do you think anyone will buy the cottages or will they be torn down?